Alright, I just got word from... Excuse me. Excuse me, I was hearing myself for a moment. Anyways, I just got word that we are ready for the run to officially begin. So, Mike, you know what to do.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Speedromizer of the last Speedromizer 2025. It's the final day, and we begin the final day by doing the final Toho game of the entire, collection as we had it over the last 2 weekends. Hello, my name is Sh0dan, and what I will be doing today is running this game, the Phantasmagoria of Dim.Dream, or also better known as Toho 3. And I'm going to be doing normal scoring. I wonder how that's gonna go. Joining me in this insanity is gonna be Marbles, my teacher, and Pigeon. Say hello, both of you.
Hi.
Welcome.
Anyways, we've been late for a little bit, so I'm not gonna be doing many fancy introductions. We're gonna have a bit of time for that. So, I'm gonna further ado, let's just begin to play this game, shall we? So,
yeah.
My character in this Matrix background, the Matrix up things stole this from PODD, because Matrix came out, I think Matrix came out after, or before, never mind. Anyways, while we're watching the Matrix background, which of the character I'm selecting is Mima. Well, on a count of 3, we're gonna start the timer. 3, 2, 1, time starts now.
Alright.
Anyways, PODD scoring is, quite intense, shall we say it, even on normal difficulty, because you need to play in the way that provides the least amount of safety possible. I'll let my teacher Marbles be the one explaining it to me in more detail, so could you be so kind?
Alright, so the fundamentals for PODD scoring is that you want to use your gauge, like you see at the bottom side. You see there's a blue color bar that's filling up. That is your gauge. You get gauge from killing enemies or by canceling pellets, which are those white little stuff that you see on screen. They can be reflected to the enemy side. So how you score is you want to use level 2s, which releases certain pattern with a lot of these little pellets, so that to the enemy side. And you see, whenever you kill an enemy, you see a little explosion that happens. This explosion actually is called a chain, and the chains is how you're able to get score. So once you chain an enemy and the pellets get caught in explosions, they are reflected to the enemy side. And this helps to do something. We'll bring something called fireballs, which you could have kind of seen just now. That there are actually 2 kinds of fireballs, which we see later. Every time you reflect a pellet, the fireballs that will be appearing on the enemy side will be blue color, like you see there. And if you reflect those blue fireballs, it will become red. And if you chain enough enemies, you'll actually have a chance to release a special attack called EX attacks. Now for Mima's EX attacks, you see those those bouncy things on the enemy side. Yeah, that is her EX attack, which is a unique attack that's specific to certain characters here. Now, that's for now. That isn't really that important, as it's a fundamental for PvP. So right now, let's talk about how chaining influences the game. So first, there is every time you chain an enemy, you see there's some sort of hit counter at the top left, the corner. That is it calculates the amount of score that you get from chaining enemies and clearing the pellets. increases proportionally to the number of enemies killed in an explosion, or otherwise known as combo. And the higher the combo gets, the more score, the higher the value gets. So the value is also known as I believe in this game it's called spell point. Yeah, and if you reach certain thresholds in the spell point, you get to activate certain things. Like once you reach 500,
51,200.
Yeah, 51,200 spell point, you release a boss. Like you see currently right now, there is a boss on the enemy side, which actually was activated through a boss attack from the spell point. And there's also other usages of spell point where if you have an enemy's boss on your side, but you reach 100,000 and wait, sorry, I need to calculate. 100,000,
102,000. It's double 51,200.
Yeah, it's double
51.
of 51,200. Yes,
So 100
basically double the value you need to do a boss attack. And so this only happens when you have a enemy's boss on your side of the screen. And once you reach that value, a boss will be added to your opponent's screen, and the boss on your side will be gone. As in this game, only one boss can exist on one side at a time, and this is actually called a boss split. And there's one more use for spell point. That is once you reach 300,000 spell point with a boss on the enemy's side, you'll actually use special level 3. Now, if you didn't know, once you reach a level 2, which at the bottom area of your gauge, you release a lot of pellets to the enemy side. Well, a level 3 is actually a similar pattern to the level 2, except it does not have pellets. So this is actually called a boss panic. Now, actually, why I mentioned boss attack, boss split, and boss panic are all essential, because for score, as once you clear a stage, there will be a clear bonus, and for every boss split, boss attack, and boss panic you activate, you'll get a certain amount of score from that, and sometimes it's actually worth a lot of score, but usually, and to increase the likelihood of this happening, you want to have as many pellets on screen as possible, which is why the PODD scoring, you want to use a lot of level 2s. But this will also make the match more aggressive. Anyways, as you can see here, the score bonus calculated by max combo, gauge attack, boss attack, and boss split, and boss panic. I didn't explain gauge attack, but gauge attack is basically the number of level 2s or level 3s that you have used throughout the entire round, while max combo is basically the highest amount of enemies or pellets that you have killed or erased, or in terms of pellets, erased in a single chain. Alright.
There is a limit though, so there is no infinite one, sadly. It maxes out at 255 because it's like bits and bytes are a thing in coding. Who could have thought? Unfortunately, Zun isn't exactly the greatest of that, as 32 can most definitely attest to.
So right now in the early game, what Sh0dan tries to make is like summon of boss attack first before the AI, and try to use L2s as much as possible, especially with
Oh, that's lucky.
Especially with Mima, since like Mima is one of the best scoring characters.
No, it's like fairly lucky fireball formation, sorry.
Wow, oh yeah, that was a very big chain. So Mima's one of the best characters for scoring in PODD, especially because her level 2 provides a lot of pellets.
Okay, somehow didn't get hit there. Okay.
We do see some nice movement in there.
Don't get it. Okay, nearly 3 mil for Khan is kind of crazy for me, honestly.
Ow.
Here's the thing:
almost 3 mil.
certain characters are not equal. Certain characters just do not give much to reflect. Marissa is the biggest offender. Technically, she can fire a lot of. Her L2 typically fires quite a bit of bullets, but you'll never reflect much of them. And her boss isn't exactly flushed with amazing L2s either to reflect. So yes, you're not going to. Some characters just don't get. Do this.
Yeah, that is, which is kind of unfortunate. And regarding this fact, every single level 2 and level 3 between each character is actually distinct between each other. So you see on Mima, you see a lot of stuff being reflected. Unfortunately, this is not the case for every single character. Which their L2 and level 3 would actually be different to each other. And this applies for the boss attacks as well. Rikako's, which is this character, has special level 2, level 3 was actually just shown just now, which you could see it barely gives a lot of stuff, which is actually kind of depressing.
With Rikako, what I generally want is to reflect the boss, because the boss is can give a lot more opportunities to reflect than the.
Than the level 2. Yeah, this is true, because Rikako's one of the best opponents face for score, especially in the late game, because her boss just gives so much score potential. Which is ironic because Rikako is actually the worst character to score in this game.
Isn't Marissa the worst?
No.
Oh no, it's Rikako.
Rikako by far.
I thought it was Marissa because her L2's garbage.
Yeah, but she doesn't have an extraordinary ability to early kill opponents. So she does have extra timers.
Anyways, okay, now in stage. Here's the thing: I should have went the opponent order. The first 6 opponents are random. Well, technically random. There is, since its computer is dead, but I'm not doing any RNG minutes because I simply do not know if they exist right now.
Some exist. There's been some testing recently. If you start at a very specific frame, you can get a specific stage 1 enemy. But I don't think it starts there. Because I can be the sequel.
To further elaborate on this, the enemies you face from stages 1 to 6 are all randomized. However, from stage 7 onwards, the enemies are actually they will be the same. So for Mima, her stage 7 will be Reimu, which is actually a pretty good boss in terms of scoring, but a terrible boss in terms of survival. So you actually got to manage your survivability and resources well in here, because Reimu can absolutely snipe you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so do we just ended the Speedromizer section of the game now, up until we finish the game and resets.
Yeah, another thing I find the reason why Mima is generally better for new people to start is just because of how good her L1 is. I forgot to mention, but remember I can't talk about level 2s, but there's also a thing called a level 1, which is for Mima you see the widespread thing that she spreads out. But level 1 is such a very strong it's very strong and widespread, which actually is if you put it on top of bosses, it does a lot of damage and can absolutely kill the bosses, which are actually the main difficulty of this game. Anyways, that was very good. It's a good kill, but scoring.
You kind of died really fast this time, which is not ideal.
Yeah, she could die kind of fast. Yeah, in scoring, you do not want the AI to die fast. You want them to last as long as possible to get the most score out of them. But fortunately, the AI in this game is sometimes very stupid, especially on with Mima on Umemi. It gets even worse, but we're not there yet. Anyways, Chiri here is actually the best character with the highest scoring potential in the game because her boss and her level 2 gives the most a lot of pellets, which is actually probably even more than Mima. So yeah, you can even see right now there's just so many pellets on screen. However, Mima is more preferable for newer players just because of a good L1, being able to just one-shot bosses. As you can see here, yeah, letting the boss stay on your side of the screen too long can also overwhelm you easily. Yeah, and this is just normal mode.
Yeah. If I'll have time, maybe I'll showcase Lunatic for even the earliest stages are quite insane.
Oh yeah,
I only touched Lunatic for a few minutes, and this is really cool. That's nothing compared to what's going on in Lunatic.
I tried Lunatic 1cc. It's actually just terrible, and I managed to get it heavily through luck. It's just that it's pretty hard. And it's actually not even close to say that QMUNITY is the hardest game to 1cc in Lunatic. Because not only do you get very aggressive stages, but you only get 4 lives throughout the entire game. You see the lives that Sh0dan has right now? Yeah, that's all that he has for the rest of the game.
Ouch. Okay. I'm not gonna be super... I'm not that concerned. You see, here's the thing, okay, hang on.
It's not the worst thing ever because Chiri, you can't afford to suicide to her because she just gives so much score.
Well, starting with a Chi boss on the solo side is not the best. But yes, in scoring, since the later stages are the ones that give the most score, you can afford to die on. The thing though, when you die at the end of the stage, is that your bonuses are almost all reset except one. And so you have to do pretty much everything from the start. Something else that can also happen sometimes is that there is so much going on within the screen. So, for example, you have bosses that change attack and stuff. You can sometimes cancel out part of the charge 2 attack or charge 3 attacks. So sometimes you could see a charge 3 going fully, and sometimes you can just get a charge 2 that just shoots maybe one thing because the boss spawned in and you cancel. So it can be detrimental sometimes because the AI can do this inadvertently, but if it happens on the charge 2, you can sometimes lose some score potential.
Yeah, I believe this also I thought it was due to bullet cap as well.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
could be, but not necessarily.
That's fine. I think they could do a hyper. Oh, anyways, if you guys don't know what a hyper is, it's this, basically this. So, once you're out of bombs, and you're but you have a full gauge, you can actually use the bomb key to use that, just a hyper, which is actually very useful in terms of survival because you get high frames and scoring since you get invincibility frames to help chain stuff better if your things are getting a bit too static. However, personally, in terms of scoring, I rather use hypers more safely for surviving instead of scoring. But
that's a decent enough.
Seems to do
round 2.
It's a good start.
28 mil into Umemi is actually a very good pace.
You get 500 on each of the remaining lives, and you get 50 million on bonus. Could be done.
Anyways, stage 9 round 1 is actually an infinite timer theoretically. So actually, the AI, unless if they get walled very badly, they will never try to die here. So if you didn't know, throughout the entire time, the AIs here are actually running on a timer. So once the timer runs out, they start taking hits and just die and end off the round. And in this case, stage 9 round 1 has no timer, and it's basically an infinite timer. Wait, what was that, Micro?
That's nice.
Don't question
That's the movement we like in this game. For some nonsense dodges, which is pretty cool because you have HP, so you have power. See, like this. And,
the reason why I'm not doing any L2s is I'm actually stalling for rank.
Yeah,
bit.
Especially because like the time, you have a lot of time here.
Yes, because like I do have infinite timer essentially, and if you're not sending anything, Yumemi's just never getting hit. So okay. I can actually begin now. Since the
rank's pretty high now, so you can
and
start.
Now the real nightmare begins.
Oh,
the advantage with Mina is that she can her level 1 charge can shoot through bosses. So if Yumemi decides to spawn a lot of
okay,
they can go through and defeat some enemies there.
Oh, bomb. Yeah, that was a bomb.
Yeah, like there's no way I could have dodged both. She combined a pattern that requires to stay still because like her L1s, L2s, and L3s are aimed.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good change.
And it combined it with the pattern that you need to move to get.
Okay.
So that's really engaging.
Now getting back to what I was previously saying about, you actually want to survive Yumei stage 9 round 1 as long as possible so that you could. That was unfortunate. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want to survive as long as possible to get as much score. And that was like 1.4 million. Yeah, it wasn't that great, but it's alright. It's never over.
Yeah. Okay, now she doesn't actually have. She actually has a timer from round 2 onwards.
And something else that also accompanies the extra round is that now the rank will never reset as well. So the rank that you had on the previous round will keep stacking in up until max rank as well.
Anyways, I think I forgot to talk about the fireball system a little bit more, but there's actually sometimes when the fireballs are being reflected, they are horizontally aimed at you. So what you could do is just like when you see a fireball and a counter enemy formation, you could just find a way to make sure that the enemy formation is able to get those fireballs depending on their position. So you can like do like some
okay, she got it the first time.
Planning beforehand.
I do have to actually pay attention because I do want to die before she does.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a weird sentence.
This is the most stressful part about POD scoring is that the optimal. Oh, the fork of
that
doom.
was dumb. Jesus, I graded for L2.
Yeah, this is also one of the
about
patterns
POD scoring is because like the optimal way is you want to use up all your lives to milk every single round. Because in the clear bonus, the life is only just worth 1 million, while each round you can even get up to like 5 million. So it's more worth it to just like use up all your lives to just milk every single round. However, this risk of you like not being able to clear, so even if you're like on a very good pace, on the final round you just mess up, it could lead to the end of the run.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a very risky way to win.
Okay, she still has her but
I still like POD.
Okay.
I still like POD scoring, especially because of the spirits that you get. The chain with the spirits that you do is just absolutely satisfying.
As soon as she's getting hit one more time, I'm suiciding immediately.
Yeah, that's the safest option you have.
Yeah.
Although at this point, At this point,
hit,
she.
Jesus. Die.
Nah, okay.
So
Technically, she had a hyper going, but I wasn't going to risk it. Sometimes she just doesn't get to use it.
Yes,
she's
so-
gonna summon the boss here, which is actually very scary.
Well, the
I
previous
don't
one.
care really, cause like if I get hit right now, it's like one half a heart. You have 10 hit points in this game, and how much health you lose is dependent on the timer, how long you are in the fight, and okay, Jesus, yeah, that's a.
I'm not really sure. Oh, that was a lot.
Yeah, the problem is like when it combines patterns where it punishes you for moving but also requires you to move, that's where it gets very painful. Like the cross.
Yeah, and when you have a boss on your screen, and you have like no bombs or not even on full gauge for the hyper, you can absolutely just chain this and just die.
Ouch.
Oof.
Yeah, this game's just absolutely brutal, especially if you got a boss on the screen.
Die, please.
Oh, the Death Cloud. Okay, the Death Cloud is bad for survival, but actually very good for score since it hits so many pellets. The Death Cloud is actually dodgeable on normal. Fortunately, on Lunatic, however, it's probably like impossible to dodge consistently.
You're dependent on your ability to cancel the bullets at that point, so you're dependent on the enemy position for
I have
this.
to die.
So it is
I have to
doable,
die.
but
Wait,
at
what
the lower
already?
level.
Oh yeah, she's already at like.
Oh no!
No! That was so tragic.
Oh, time to go for 40.
Yeah, this is why
Okay,
you
hang
want
on.
to
Is
like.
the ending screen on? Is the ending
Yes,
blocker on?
It is on for me.
The ending blocker is shown automatically by the stream tech, so it should be turned on right about now.
Otherwise, I kinda don't. Yeah, okay.
You just turn off the game screen on stream.
Yeah, I
otherwise-
just saw on stream the stream tech turning on the ending blocker.
Okay.
So we're all good.
Okay.
Usually, when we are playing on the tournament, we have to bring our own ending blockers, or we just hide the screen ourselves because, especially with the Japanese community, they never show the ending screen. So to go along with them, we also try to never show the ending screen at any events when possible. So just for respect to the author and the whole community. Which is kind of wholesome thing. And what happened there is like something that is a bit brutal, but more often on Lunatic when the strategy changes a little bit and a few characters requires you maybe round one to survive as long as possible to get the max scores. And there is the fabled fork of death that happens, that is something that can hit the AI without any problem at all, even when you are stunning it, because the stage in round one with you maybe is the only time where you can actually stall for rank, while the other stages and rounds, the time will still continue to decrease for the opponent. And unlike on the second game, POV, Phantasmagoria for you, where the timer does stop if you don't kill anything. But in this case, we are required to be active at all time to be sure that we can achieve some score. Now,
Alt color Mima.
so if you press X,
Also, well, you do that just by pressing the bomb key on the screen instead of the shoot key. And it also more accurately
I just used
confirms
the bomb
what's
key.
written, because it shows that it's not written Mima, it's written Mina. So we'll be playing as Mina right now, because that's what it says in the bloody text in the verses.
Yeah, true. There's actually no changes really, except it's just a color scheme that changes.
Actually, no, there is a model difference here. I think it's a Zunupsi. Normally, Mima's supposed to have like a ghost tail, but here she doesn't have one.
Oh
on the
yeah,
model.
she does not. And I also remember there was like some changes to alternate Marisa. Like her bomb is like different, but I don't really remember. So anyways, I was about to elaborate on like Ellen, and like the AI is actually very dumb in this game. Like they're actually so stupid because they keep dying. But they're even worse with characters like Ellen, which you saw just now, and another character named Kana. Because both of them are the slowest characters in the game, and because AI is like very stupid and can't keep up with their speed, so they could not react to dodging bullets in time and will take hits more often. So that's why it's like more optimal if for score that you face Kana and Ellen earlier, since they won't matter too much later on. Since later rounds will definitely be higher rank, and higher rank means slightly more score. Even though normal, it's you don't really get much score in the early game.
It's not necessarily because the AI is stupid, but in this game there is a lot of very big objects, and Mima's bouncy bullets, the EX bullets, are actually can actually reach some very high speed, which is dependent on how many flames the bullet is stuck in like an attack. So because of Ellen's charge does stick on a specific part of the screen for quite some time, it is possible for her to launch them at very high speed and have to use a bomb, which also has the second consequence is that those bullets do bounce 3 times before getting out of the screen, and they do survive with the bomb as well. So it's possible to keep one by accident on the screen as well and still get hit by it. And since those bullets do bounce everywhere, so even at the bottom of the screen, they have to dodge things from behind, which in this case the AI is usually coded to try to dodge things from the top, and is a bit less not too used to dodge things from behind.
Honestly,
And also with the proximity range as well.
the reason why Mima or Mina here in this case is able
Mina,
to
sure as hell isn't Mima.
kill Umami so fast earlier just now is because Umami's level 1, if you didn't realize, there's actually a huge explosion that does a lot of damage. So Mima's extra attacks will bounce very fast. Hence, it will become too fast for the AI to react, and hence they'll also just take hits, more unintentional hits, and end the rounds quick before you can do much milking. Nice dodging! Oh, unfortunate.
I mean, I don't need to care about dodging that much for like quite a bit of early rounds.
Oh yeah, rounds like if I remember correctly, on normal the stages 1 to 6 just last like 1 minute and 30 seconds or less.
I don't honestly feel shorter sometimes.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
But she already used 2 bombs, so that's already much more less.
The AI is just stupid sometimes.
Like, because of the short time it's also very rare that the AI can also trigger a hyper, which does require them to have full gauge, and they only go into defensive mode whenever they have 1.5 hearts or less of HP. But sometimes they can go through, if like their timer is outdone, they can also use the level 4, which can be turning on the state of the boss timer and if we are a bit late on some things. So earlier it could have happened that Yumimi could have used the hyper at the very end, but because she got it very quickly twice, the gauge was not properly loaded up all the way, and so she could not go for the more defense, which in this case usually when an enemy uses an hyper it is very welcome because it is an extra 5-10 seconds of survival, which also means much more scoring. And one of those specifics also with Mima, or Mina I guess, is that on her hyper, she goes into auto fire mode, which is one of the 2 characters that does this. Otherwise, other characters you have to shoot single-handedly every single shot. So if you don't use auto fire, you have to press the shoot key every time to just shoot 1 bullet there. And depending on the rank, so on normal it's pretty safe, not too demanding. The enemies do start from the red state, which is 1 hit, green 2, blue 3, and purple 4 hits. And This makes it a little easier to defeat the enemies, but also because on normal the spawn rate is a little bit slower, there are a few formations that will be not really good to have to pitch in for scoring. Because whenever you get the hit counter showing up at the top, if nothing happens for like 1 or 2 seconds, it will just reset to 0. But you can continue it with multiple chains. But to do that, to be able to do this, you are required to have at least a 2 hit chain before that timer goes out. Otherwise, it will not count as a whole. So you need to touch up the two hit chains every time to do this. And something that was not necessarily mentioned about the bosses spawns. So you do start at like a power of 2 of 512 times 100, and then you double T 65,000 something. Is that whenever someone launches a boss, so at 51.2.2, the opponent has to raise the stakes. You cannot launch a counterback a boss at 51.2k, but at least at 102k. Even more restrictive if the opponent can still keep continuing to raise the stakes with the gauge, with the spell point counter. If you reach the 100k before you have to go even higher with 155k and so on. So you have to keep raising the stakes, and once you reach the maximum state, so in POV you can just keep getting the bonus, you have a bonus state and you can keep staying in the highest spell point counter at that point. But in this case, whenever you reach the maximum, you are necessarily going to reset.
Okay, this is taking forever.
Well, that's surprising. Well, you're already at like the max rank for the round, and it's only a normal. That's...
Even the music loops.
Yeah, we're on stage 5,
That
I
doesn't
think,
matter
so that's
that much
pretty
since
okay.
Marissa gives Jack all to reflect anyway. But, you know, it's...
If you favor the boss, it's pretty good whenever she fires the 3 rounds of circles. You can give a lot.
Oh, Kana in the late game, this is not super ideal, but it's still fine.
I might just reset. I still have some reset time.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, it's fine, because like the big block of
This
scores
is your last run.
Oh.
Wait,
really?
what?
Hang
Yeah.
on.
I guess because we started...
Sorry,
not gonna-
sorry, Sh0dan. Looks like this is the last run.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Okay.
have time for a run after this one.
Okay, because like we over... Okay, a bit of like less time, I guess.
It's fine, because like the big bulk of score is just in stage 9 round 1 anyway, so it still can back up. That one enemy formation there that I know there are like very funny names for these enemy formations sometimes. There's one like absolutely useless enemy formation that barely does anything. There's also one
Tito Bomber.
you know, I'm not gonna,
No,
I
that's
don't think I should say it on stream. Should I? By the way, I think should bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't think I should say this on stream because like, but it's it's a funny enemy formation name.
Nice.
Oh, why is
So-
Hun not dying?
It's a late stage. It still goes out by like 20 seconds each stage for the survival.
Oh, she's even
And now we
using
get
a
some
hyper.
hyper, so that's
Okay,
good.
she's gonna die soon. Kinda
So-
soon.
So we know that she was not quite out of the timer state. So we just need to survive the...
She's so
that's good.
slow. She's just so
That's good.
slow that the AI is too slow to catch up.
She's even 2 million on her end.
Kana, which is also the highest scoring character in normal, while
Yeah.
Mima is third.
But well, it's not because that she's like the highest potential scoring or whatever. It's just because of the stage 9 round 1, the world record actually milks really good on that run.
Yeah, I forgot if it's like 15 minutes around one or something.
Another funny thing is like the world record for VZ and POD, the shot type holder is actually Marisa. It's because of the same reason too. It's because like this stage 9 round 1 lasted so long that it was able to score that high. Those fireballs. Get rid of the boss.
At the very least, I mean, what Mima's like L1 also does well is like it does kill bosses. Like if you need to,
Yeah,
like if you can't reflect them, like you can at least kill them to get out of your way.
Yeah, so
Since Reimu's L2 is the big lucrative, not her like boss.
But she does have one boss pellet attack that does. Wait, why is Reimu at last hit?
Don't know.
She used the bomb.
Reimu and
You got lucky with not having a quick round there. She almost got four.
Oh no, she used hyper because of
That's just it.
Spiro's bot.
Yeah, so this may be not a really good
This might
thing
be a
to have
quick
there.
run, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately.
It's not the...
Yeah.
Reimu,
it's
could
not-
you please last a little longer? Jesus, like.
How long was that? Was it even 2 minutes?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
close to 2 minutes, I would
guess
say.
I'm speedrunning this game now.
Yeah, although it's not the ideal character to speedrun if you want to go for Rikako or Yumemi for that matter.
Or even Reimu herself, but I rather pick Yumemi because her stage 7 is Rikako.
Okay, I guess I'm speedrunning this now.
Yeah, so ideally when you're doing a scoring run, you want to at least use one knife before stage 9 because the fifth round on Yumemi has quite a not a lengthy timer. It's pretty short timer, so you want to at least defeat her on like round 4 or round 3 to be much more lucrative. And since she really can give so much, especially like a good starting combo on the round 2, you could gain as much if not more easily with that. So that was a good cancel there.
That was great. Never mind.
Got a hit, but that's fine.
These slow bullets are
Yeah.
clogging up the screen.
Now something that's also nice with charities level 2 is that it does aim, so if you're just under like a bunch of enemies or spirits, you can just cancel that out very easily. It does give very high scores.
That's
Now-
very nice.
Now sometimes you would also want with Mima to use the level 1 to just ease your need to defeat every single enemies a bit more easily, and also to cancel out a little easier with a score there. That was a good decision there. Canceling level 3 plus the oncoming bullets.
Honestly, I think what determines a good shot in POD is your L1 effective enough to kill enemies.
Yes, the bomb, whenever a bomb is happens on a boss, it instantly deals like 100 damage or something out of their 120, 130 HP, and so Mima does like I think 90 or something. So you use a bomb and you get a level 1 going in, and it's pretty much donezo. You can also shotgun a boss like the first time and get like a cancel of that boss with the second shot as well, if you are able to have the resources for this. But they don't gain HP depending on the deck as well. It should stay the same every time. So the results on how things happen should be.
Wow, that was like.
And it's fine.
Like, okay, come on, I
My
just want to
biggest
shotgun
regret in
this.
POD is just starting out Lunatic 1cc with a character with a bad L1, just Marisa. But that was when I realized like how important an L1 is, because it could literally just give you a free boss clear without ever using a bomb or your gauge.
Resistance one is useful because it does, like Mima's shot, go through bullets as well.
It's piercing, but it's not effective to kill bosses that
nice
much compared to like Ana, Mima, or
Okay.
Well, Mima does have a high spread.
my favorite shots to score in this game are actually Otohime, Ellen, Ana, and Yumemi.
Yeah, although for you maybe it's a bit of a different matter. Because you maybe does have a very powerful level 2, so she's able to gain score pretty easily, and it's a very spread spawning as well.
Yeah, some of her boss attacks also does give a lot of score. It's too bad, Yumemi, it just kills AI very fast.
Yeah, she is one of the rare characters alongside Rikako to just not care too much about dying, not dying in an early round as well.
Nice hyper.
Because of this.
Yeah, I had to.
Well, another thing that we-
Oh, by the way, this is not me holding auto fire. This is what happens during the hyper.
Mima, Marisa, Reimu, and Ellen are the characters who they
Oh, Jesus!
hyper automatically just shoots for them. So you gotta have proper damage control when using their hypers.
Reimu does not
did that, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Nice.
Reimu does not have auto fire.
Enough entry.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, Reimu does not have auto fire. Yes, it's Mima, Marisa, and Ellen who has.
Yeah, Ellen is a special case as well compared to Marisa, which and actually no, Marisa is a special case because she contrasted to shoot a laser, and Ellen actually has her own shot still going on, but she has the level 1 shots that are spawning besides her, along the shot that you can still shoot through.
I find Ellen to be like the opposite of Yumemi, who is like very hard to play but scores very well, and Yumemi is very easy to play but scores terribly.
Let us questionable move on.
And like
Don't
those
question
two
it.
characters, I also like to score in this game.
Okay, so we're hoping to get like a very high rank. So usually, as said earlier, we want to try to not get too much going on our side of the screen, and mostly on the AI side. And we are also hoping that the AI does spawn more level 2s than anything else, so we can just counter things.
Okay, I'll start. And welcome to the insanity, I guess. Oh, okay, nice.
It's lunatic time.
Okay,
Whoa.
don't move. It was okay.
Whoa, what was that?
Alright, nice.
That's bullshit.
Good points there.
I especially love when she combines those two patterns, the spiral and the bloody, like the aim shit and the thing they have to stay still. That's just like, what are you meant to do there? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, imagine, I cannot imagine how the lunatic scorers being able to do this. It's like, it's even more aggressive, and
Nice
it's
one.
like, yeah.
Just die, please. Thank you.
So something to notice as well with the crosses that spawn in is that it is possible for a cross to spawn so far down on the screen that you are not even safe at the very bottom. It is very rare instances, but it does happen.
Yumemi's cross is actually her EX attacks, which,
Yeah.
probably the second most obstructive EX attacks in the game. The most obstructive
Nice.
for me is Reimu's.
Good move. Yeah. They're also blocking bullets, but there does exist a small instance.
Come on!
Ah,
That was a nice
on.
piece frame there.
Oh, Jesus.
the freeze
So-
actually sometimes just do help me with reading the patterns behind. So that was
Yeah.
actually it's a nice design that's been added to the previous games. Anyways, please get a hyper before.
You pressed the X button.
It was not ready. The hyper was not ready.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not shot.
tiny
The L2,
bit.
L2 was a mistake.
It can happen sometimes, but
Yeah, I agreed it. I thought I could get back this gauge.
yeah, so two things can happen when using a charge. So first of all, when you use a charge, there is a delay whenever you want to recharge again for to use one. So there's no like abuse, but it also has an impact on the bomb as well. The bomb is also impacted by whenever you use like a charge like a couple frames before it, and you're also locked out of being able to use a bomb at that point. So it can also be detrimental for survival in that case. And the second thing is that even though sometimes you can see the hyper gauge being fully loaded in,
Whoa.
the charge rate is very low. So sometimes even though it looks that it has been fully charged or fully loaded, sometimes the hyper will not go because it's like 99.9%.
Yeah.
Here's a friendly reminder that Sh0dan actually has PCB, LN, and this is already a very aggressive pattern. And it's just on normal.
Yeah, well, this is still restrained because we are not playing as Chiori, which is ultimate chaos.
Oh yeah, Cheer is maybe the highest scoring potential, but it's absolutely just like hell to play. I don't know who's worse to play for score, Cheery or Ellen, but from my personal experience, Cheery.
I think with Ellen, at least on normal, Cheery is a bit better because Ellen is extremely slow. She has the lowest charge rate, so you are like limited to maybe 2 or 3 level 2s being able to be used. Also, they have hyper time on enemy.
I know how slow charges feel. Anyways, I think you should. Oh,
okay, now
you got the hit there.
Yeah, nice suicide. And you have a good. I have L2 ready for the next one. Okay, you can use the L2 now.
No, one thing that we
a little bit earlier
won't actually see in this
because I do want her to reflect. That's
okay, and there's a nice. Okay,
let's
that's a big
there.
reflect.
This is a good start.
Unfortunately, whether or not she reflects L2 or L3 is out of my control, but I just have to. Jesus!
Oh, watch out!
I'm just bombing. I'm sorry.
Flashing lights warning.
I mean,
Team is technically the worst for this.
Ouch! I overchased that. Still have one. Die, please.
She died. Oh, nice chain.
Yeah, that was a bit lucky.
That was close.
Damn it! It could have been another.
It could have another chain.
That's
Oh wait, the dark cloud.
Yeah, sometimes if you're very lucky with the formations and the boards that are cancelled, you can just chain max spell point bonus easily. So you can just get extra 655k bonuses that keeps being added to your score, because whenever the combo is stopped, you gain the total amount of spell point that is present within the spell combo.
I'm just gonna do another boss. Watch out. This is big. This is gonna be a reflect. No, it didn't reflect. Oh right, because the delay.
Yeah.
That was not enough on the side. Oh, that's also a nice sniper dodger. I saw that. Yeah, well, but I think on par with like the previous score, we just need to make sure that we are reaching the final round there. So still 2 hits left for Yumimi there and 1 bomb.
Yeah, she has 1. And now.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to get more.
Okay, no more bombs for Yumimi, so we need to be careful on Velocity. Oh, she has on final hit now. She has a Sono Gauge ready to suicide now. Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay, that's good. That is good.
Okay,
so the
and now I'm
density
gonna
was
play
very
a
dangerous.
bit
You
more
could have ended over here like we had. So
this is looking like a 45 mil pace actually.
I mean, as long as I don't fuck up too badly. And I'm gonna play much more defensive though.
one last thing that for the final round, usually players want to play the best they could on the round. Since the clear bonus, remember all those boss flips, gauge attack, boss attack, and boss panics? They only follow the values are actually only follow the round you beat the boss, and not overall. So that's why you want to like do your best.
That's some sketchy movement there.
So you can get more clear bonus. However, the only exception is this is the max combo. So the max combo just takes the highest combo that you got throughout every single round. So that's that.
Kind of like.
This is a high rank, so this is good.
There's also no more bombs.
Using an L2. L2? Nice. That was juicy.
We got some good chains there. It could be really nice to have the 2.5 combo.
Okay, great.
Okay. Got another 655 bonus. Nice. Yeah, so the...
Great enemy formation.
Alright. 30 combos. I think
this could very much end prematurely, but it's alright.
Yeah.
This is like a very strong score. Nice.
I would question this. I'll go first on the other side.
I'm just gonna.
Enemy has a hyper too, so that means it's gonna end real quick.
Alright, hyper ending there. I don't think it's quite the end of the round because she took hits very early on and very quickly with the bombs. So I think there's still a bit more going on, like 30 seconds to a minute at least.
It could end soon though, who knows? But oh no, a boss.
That's okay. Still like full life.
And
41. Let's go.
GG, 41.
41. I mean, I had a pretty bad no, I'd say. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I can like have a few minutes. Okay, ending blocker's on. So maybe I'll just speed over because it's not gonna be on the scoreboard, and I have like a couple of minutes to showcase Lunatic.
You could go for like a versus run.
Oh, yeah,
I'll just reset. I'll just do reset since it's not doing the. It's not on the scoreboard anyway, so I don't really care about saving it that much. I'm not gonna do a versus.
Fine.
I'll just for shits and giggles.
Yo, Kana! Kana's the best shot in the game.
I wonder why you would say that.
No,
and now we're going to see how different.
Okay.
This is normal on rank 1, by the way.
This is stage 1. Yeah, this is stage 1, guys. It's literally just late game normal, and it's like
even faster actually.
Yeah, it's a lot faster, and you're and the strat to like survive is also very
ouch.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch. I don't know how to play Kana like at all.
What? But Kana is the best shot in the game.
I nearly play her. Jesus. Shit. I didn't even fucking see. This is Lunatic.
This looks exactly like the first time I played QMUNITY. Yeah, you see this whatever you see here is exactly like how it is the late game for one stage.
It's not a run. It's a bit of a showcase, that's it. I'm not
actually just
doing
a quick shot. It's just a quick showcase, but maybe it's good to call it quitting.
Okay. That's
the stage.
Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the stage 1 defeat.
Yeah. This is like... Anyways, that was pretty... I kind of expected, like, that kind of affair. So, we're gonna say go to the final words, and we're gonna go to a break, and then we're gonna have our next run. So, that was PODD normal scoring. You think it was going to be normal? Oh, it's gonna be fairly fine. No, PODD is hell. Stay away if you're not feeling up to the challenge. honestly.
Oh.
And scoring does not make it better, mind you. It makes it a whole lot worse, because you actually have to play the game in the most dangerous fashion possible. So,
Yeah, normal scoring is still very brutal, even for lunatic level players like myself and Sh0dan.
yeah, so with that, hopefully you had some fun with trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. I'm mostly figuring with the Tezzan ideology on this game. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm somehow scoring anyways. But anyways, that has been PODD, normal scoring, by me. Marbles and Pigeon, thank you very much for commentating. And with that, if we don't have anything else, I think we can sign off.
Yeah, we can sign off. So, Mike, to the break screen, please. We're also running ads immediately. Welcome back from the ads to Speedromizer 8, where what you submit is not what you run. This has been a this has been a pretty good showcase of PODD. Really liked it. Now, up next on our schedule we got Enter the Matrix, and we're ahead of on time, so yeah, we can so we can like chat a bit on the break screen. And I see that the chat is pretty excited for this game. Also, we got a $25 donation for Horai saying, "It's been fun watching all these Touhou runs. This event has been a pleasure to participate in, and I hope I'll get to do it again next time." Well, all you gotta do to participate next time is to sign up next time. So, we hope to see you back. And yeah, DJ posted the Discord link. That's where you should be. That's the server that you should be in if you want to participate in Speedromizer. Be it as a player or as a volunteer, because we also take signups. Every Speedromizer, we also take signups for volunteers. You can either be responsible for the stream tech, meaning you get to control what people see on the screen, or you can do audio, which means that you make sure that everyone sounds good, everyone's at the right volume, and you get to work with a real professional audio console while doing it. Or you can do setup where you basically coordinate with people to get the runners and the commentators to start their stream and be hearable on commentary, and to coordinate when transitions happen, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in volunteering for this event, you can sign up for that too. Or you can sign up to volunteer. And by the way, whenever I'm calling out to Mike, not only are there actually 3 mics working at all time, but there's actually way more than 3 mics, and each of our volunteers take turns being one of the 3 mics. Because you can never have too many mics. We're 61 away from 2,500, very close to 20, but we are very close to $2,067. 67. Dude. 67. know, you all have the music to keep you entertained during these break screens, but right now, I'm listening to something way better than music. The buzzing of my PC. The run will be soon though. In fact, it seems like the run is actually going to be very soon.